Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, B Farm. Thinking right out here in my lab, in the book, where I do what I do for you. I got something nice for you today. We're going to learn how to meditate with some emphasis and some different aspects and concepts that you can practice. I got you. This is going to be good. Let's go. Rightisms. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. You know how we do. That's right. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get it together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will before I through. It's rhetorical. If you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. Yeah, that's what I do. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. Yeah, that's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows not that they and knows that they know, know that they know. Sorry about that. Is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. I'm going to introduce you to the formal meditation practice and its effect on your mind. This avatar body, I seen a young kid say this last night. I couldn't wait to get this concept. I like the way he put it. You have to learn every aspect of this body. And my concept, I'm trying to teach you to do just that. So I thought it was apropos. So let's talk about the mind and how you can get control of it. And once you learn that, ooh, buddy. All right. Introduction. A human being can be likened to a bird. I ain't did that in a minute. Meditation is like what? The wings of the bird. Watch this. And there are some birds in nature which what? Have lost their ability to fly. They stop practicing. Okay? If you don't use it, you lose it. Appendages of the body, if it ain't been used, body just say, okay, we don't need it. Don't give it. Okay? However, all right, but with some effort, meaning put forth the effort to practice and daily training, what happened? They can even what? Learn to fly if necessary. They can gumsh up enough, them big birds, they can gumsh enough, and flap their wings enough and take flight. Okay. They said you can gumsh up that mindset to what? Take flight with your mind. Watch this, because the mind, this thing between your ears, ain't nothing better than that. Ain't nothing man-made gonna ever compete with that. No machine, no computer. I don't give a damn. We know that for a fact. Watch this. And once you know how to control this thing between your ears, everything else is easy. That's the kingdom of heaven, is what? Knowing thyself. I just put it in different words. I try to help you out. But there are two ways in which meditation is to be practiced. Told you that lesson a while ago. Watch this. One is what we call formal meditation. Guy sitting in lotus position. You'll never see me do that. I'm sitting in my chair, sit back, get comfortable, and do what I do. Watch this. Now, I can give the meditation procedure. No, I'd rather read it from the book. Why? Oh, he said this. He said, no. I'm giving it to you from the book. I got my perspective, yeah, but this is what the book say. Watch this. This is where I got it from. I just experienced it, so now I have a perspective. But the book gave me mine to start with. And there are two ways. Watch this. Formal meditation, and the other is a meditative lifestyle. I call it being God conscious. Why? Because I stay in that mode of what? Doing what's right, keep my balance, make sure I conduct myself in a respectful manner. Simple. That ain't hard to do. So whatever you put it, however you word it, don't make a difference. It's still action gonna be the same. Good, righteous, virtuous things. These are the wings of what? Upon which your mind can now soar where? To unimaginable heights of expansion and infinity. This thing here, boy. So each, watch this, aspect of meditation must be well understood, not hoping, guessing, and wishing. You need to understand and correctly practice. If not, it won't work. Otherwise, there can be no leaving what? The confinement of what? Ordinary human existence. You ain't went nowhere. You ain't did nothing. Just spinning your wheels. You ain't going nowhere. Flapping your wings. You ain't going nowhere. Wasting your time. Why? You're doing it wrong. If the results that you're looking for not coming, check out what you're doing first. Sorry. The formal meditation is when you set aside, and I do that every day, have been for over 10 years now, a particular time. Do you take the time out to talk to God every day? I do. No, I'm just making a point. If you're not doing this, leave me. Why? Because this is what I do. I'm going to tell you what I do. I'm not speaking for you. I'm speaking for me. These are things that if you want to get better at knowing you, these are things that you have to do. Other than that, it just show you it won't work. You have to set aside a particular time, a particular place, and sit down and what? Practice these 3 steps of meditation. Everything has a process. Everything had to be learned. Everything had to be practiced when? Daily. Sorry. Which lead to what? Transcendental awareness or cosmic consciousness. I call it God consciousness. Cosmic, God, cosmic, but you got to be conscious. How about that? I don't give a damn what you call it. Excuse me again, but I'm starting to get a little perturbed because we ain't grasping what we need to do for ourselves between our own ears. We want somebody to tell us. The formal meditation, let's start with this, practice involves 3 basic steps. Again, and these are, write them down if you want. Concentration. Remember that card game? Lay all the cards down, face down, and you pair them up. And the idea was when you pick something that's wrong, you put it back. You pick something else that's wrong. You got 2 things that you pick that now you got to envision in your mind to remember when you pick to match it, you know when to go back and get it. We taught that as kids. That was concentration. Focus on what's going on. You talking loud, you got no, I'm paying attention to the board. We had a game called Slaps. I was the king. Why? Because I'm focused. I stay zoomed in. I'm laser focused. Why? That's how you get good. Moving on. Concentration, practice. And then you got what they call extended concentration. Well, what the hell is extended concentration? That means you can change your focus and concentrate on something other than what you start out with. You get good at it. It's going to break it down for you. Again, that's what I like to use the book. And you got transcendental, or what they call cosmic consciousness. They call it cosmic. I call it God. It's the same thing. Okay? Just become conscious. Let's start with the first one. So meditation is to what? To be understood. Listen, meditation should be understood not only as an exercise, no, but what? As a lifestyle. I live a meditative lifestyle. I call it my God conscious. Some people call it prayed up, whatever you call it, don't care. But do it as you practice daily. What? Living according to the teachings. Don't learn something if you ain't going to do it. What the hell purpose of learning something that you're not going to practice and emulate to see if what you're learning is what they say it is? Simple. If you want to get bigger and stronger, you have a regimen. Set out and you work your way up and you progress as you go. But you're putting forth the work. That's you daily. And you're serving humanity. AKA Maya. You are now purifying yourself. I do this for you. You are those who tune in and get this. That's what I'm doing for. Nobody else. But doing that, I'm serving what? Humanity. I'm doing my job to help somebody what? Know themselves. That's my job every day. That's why I'm here. Okay, never mind. What you get, man, stop with that nonsense. But you purify yourself by what? Removing what? Your gross impurities. Those are your obvious character flaws. Watch this, such as quick to get angry, show hatred, hate instead of congratulate, greed, always want more. And if you're jealous of somebody because they think they got more than you or they got something better than you got, etc. See that those are all negative thoughts. And if you live like that, you ain't living right. Simple as that. All these are negative thoughts. All this is stuff that keep your heart heavy and you on a lower level. But from your mind, as you practice what? Daily studying and reflecting upon those teachings, you are what? Learning how to remove what? You ready? Ignorance, not knowing, now you know. Worry, I have no concerns about something that don't concern me. Anxiety, could care less about what's going to happen, what might happen, and etc. Watch this. From the mind, as you practice, exercise, and go to the gym every day, eat healthy, decent diet. Now what you're doing, you're purifying your physical part. Remember, your body got to be taken care of. Mind, body, and spirit. Those are three things that you have to focus on to keep everything running like it's supposed to. And this constitution, watch this. In doing this, you are now removing physical toxins which affect your reasoning and your emotions as you what? Practice again daily devotion towards who? The divine, God. Now, if you're Christian, y'all call it Jesus. Okay, you're Muslim, you call it Allah. It's the same thing, but you're practicing it when? Daily, and you're devoting towards God of your choice, your understanding. Now, by doing that, you are what? You're removing the subtle, what? Egoistic. An egoistic person don't worship God. A person with ego could care less about God. It means edge God out. They on their own. They don't care until what? They need it. That's ignorant. Again, not knowing you have somebody else, but all you're going to do when you need it. God don't operate on that premise. But when you're getting better at serving God, you'll be less egoistic. You will cut down on your impurities from what? Your mind. Thinking negative thoughts. Thinking bad of people. Just thinking just bad stuff. Why? Positive thinking is right thinking. You never heard me come out here negative Nelly, feeling bad and depressed, having a pity party. You got to be crazy. Thus, the spiritual disciplines for your spiritual evolution. You can't grow if you ain't following the rules that's set forth for you to grow. The spiritual evolution are to be what? Practiced again, when? Daily, and in what? In an integral manner. And this method will yield what? The most effective results. If you want to know yourself, put in the work, do due diligence, and find it for yourself. Simple as that. Anybody gonna tell you? Anybody? No, you got to do it yourself. The usual manner, okay, of progress in life, and more important, in formal meditation, it involves concentration. Watch this. Exercise. What you mean? Again, concentrate and exercise in the beginning. Watch this. As progress is achieved, when you do it, what, daily, you get start to get better. Okay, you got to start somewhere, and starting points when you begin to do it, but then not just today. You do it yesterday, okay, do it today, and then do it tomorrow. And then you get a routine. That's the concept. And you'll get better at you achieving what? Your concentration practice, and you'll get more focused on learning how to concentrate on, first of all, objects. And then move to what? Abstract objects and ideas. The idea is to advance stages to where what? Now you may be practicing concentrating on any object. However, your success towards your spiritual enlightenment will be enhanced. How? If you use a spiritual icon. Mine is my yacht. When I go into prayer mode, I'm talking to my dad. That's my God. When I go into my prayer mode, looking for icon and goddess, that's my yacht. Simple as that. Okay, so once you get better at focusing on something and make that your focal point, now it's easy for you to go right to that point. Boom, I'm there. I ain't got to work. No, I ain't got to. Nope. Bam, I go right there. That's a meditative state of lifestyle that you live. Why? Instantly, I can go right into a formal state of meditation. Spontaneously. Boop. That's why controlling of the mind, be able to process and be able to do it like that. That's self-mastery. That's why you practice it daily, and you will get good at it. You don't start out good. Nobody starts out, oh, I'm just good. No. It takes process. Trust me. When you get good, you know. You ain't got to tell people how good you are. Trust me. If you're good, you know it, and your actions will show it. Now, you may practice, okay, I did that, okay, I'm down here now. This is okay, divided. No. Now, there is icon. And there is no, now, at this point, you find a deity, the icon that you prefer, that image in your mind, you go there. And there now is no danger in using a name, again, or form as the representation of the divine. You put the face to God. You give God the identity, like we do with the principles and aspect and mythological. We give them life. My God and my vision, right there. That ain't hard. Other vision, my God, ain't hard. Find what you're comfortable with and put your mind there and you let it go. That's what it's all about. And as long as it is understood that it is only a symbolic, which does not capture the totality of the divine. You putting a character, a definition to something that's spiritless. Now you have an identity that you can deal with. A name and a form is useful. Why? Because in the beginning, your mind is too weak to sustain concentration on that which is abstract. It's all over the place. It ain't laser focus yet. That's your job to narrow that focus to where you can zoom in on one thing. Okay? I can pinpoint my thought process by going right there. As you progress in your spiritual practice daily, what happened? You will now eventually move toward a more abstract idea, and you will finally to the absence of all thought. Now you don't need nothing. You can just go there. Bam. Then you will now move toward beyond time and space. The mind don't give a damn about time. Don't care about that. Okay. That's why when you go to sleep, you count the hours. The mind don't give a crap. Okay. It's just doing its thing. But say when you move beyond time and space, watch this, as well as your ego self, what happens? Now you will reach this level. You will now discover that you are separate. You are actually a separate entity from your ego, your body, your senses, your feeling, this physical body. You are the spirit inside it. You're not it. It's not you. It's your avatar, as my man said. You just running it. You making it move. You giving it. Yeah, and that's all. I love that analogy. That's perfect. Right on point. Okay? I use an ancient concept. I'm going to use that because it's more modern, more understandable. It fits. It works. Okay? Knowing thyself is learning how to move this whole avatar they call a body of yours. I like that, young man. Okay? Now, you will be able to you know the different, and as well as your adversities in life or your prosperity. Your spirit don't give a damn about how much money you get. Your spirit don't give a damn about how money you ain't got. Okay? It gives a damn about how you act, what you react, and how you react to things that's going on with you. Ain't got nothing to do with him. I'm just here for the ride, my man. Now, here you will, at that level, you will now be able to discover or heretofore an unknown peace that only you can experience. Nobody can tell you about that. Why? That's what God is. That's what you have to have for yourself. That's the connection that you becoming one with your higher self. Whatever you call it, it's a whole bunch of names they call it, but when you have it, you can call it what you want. How about that? Have it first. Name it later, okay? But the idea is to have it, in which now you will learn to relish. You would, okay, they call it the liquor in Maya. You just love what you do. You love what's going on in your life. Why? Because you're living righteous, you're living good, and you're reaping the benefits of just that. How about that? Let's talk about concentration right quick. You're relishing this because they call this is the peace of the self. That's when you and God will come together as one in the physical form. Because when the physical form is over, that's what you want to go back to. He give you little glimpses of it here to let you know, oh yeah, how we know someone, okay, that's the proverbial carrot, okay? But how about this? Your carrot is your, whatever you believe is your carrot. You're going to chase it, and you're going to be what you believe. Simple as that. Believe the truth. That way you can't go wrong. That's what frees you from the lie. Moving on, let me wrap this up. The concentration exercise in the beginning of what we call it slowness, meditation, as well as what they call the practice of chanting. I'm not a big on chanting, okay? I'm an internal type of brother. So the chanting thing, I'm not big with that. But it's practice of chanting and what? Watching your breath. I'm big on breathing. And you got 3 good exercises for breathing in which to control your mind. Hold it. And when you do that, you push certain things up to the pineal gland. They teach you how to breathe so you can tickle the pineal gland. Okay, that's the whole purpose of rhythmic breathing. All right, getting the right oxygen, the right flow to what? To the brain. To what? To tap the pineal gland. That makes sense. Again, I pay attention. My ears are open to every concept, every viewpoint that I can use as a teaching tool. So that's why I listen to other people's views and concepts about what they're teaching. I ain't got a problem listening to nobody. But eventually what happened, you will not need to practice concentration. Why? Because you will have gained the ability by daily practice of it to now focus your mind at will. I just told you. You want to be able to will your mind the way you want it. Not, pop-up, thoughts just come to my mind. I can't control them. That's what meditation is for. I can't meditate. Okay, well, that's where you got that problem. It's an exercise that you have to practice for yourself. Also, don't forget that the more harmony and peace that you foster in your life by living a good, righteous life, just good things. When adversity hits you, okay, but when you doing certain things, life just seems to just flow. Go with the flow. Don't fight up river like the salmon. Just lay back and just backstroke if you had to. Why? If it's good, just go with the flow. Why fight? Moving on. And the closer you will now discover your true self. Doing good things. Living and helping other people out. Those are things that are recognized by your higher self. And some things just hadn't worked out for you. Why? You're making it happen for yourself. By doing those things, the right thing. If you live, here we go. If you live in such a manner which reduces your worry, you will hasten your steps and on the spiritual practice, on that path for spirituality. You will get there quicker. Why? Stop doing certain things. And therefore, you do not become involved in useless situations which lead to wasting your mental and emotional energy. Those are energy draining situations, emotionally, whatever. Don't waste your time with those. You got better things to do with your life, or you should, and do not. This is my favorite. I learned this about 10 years ago now. Do not argue with others over nonsensical things, trivial things, opinions. Could care less. You're entitled. Opinions like armpits and buttholes, we all got them, and sometimes they stink. So moving on, you're no different than nobody else's, so sometimes keep it to yourself, okay? All opinions ain't good opinions. They're just yours. Do not engage in idle, nonsensical conversations. Again, bantering back and forth. Well, I feel this, I think that. We ain't got to have that conversation. Do not gossip. That's hard for some people. Or engage in or entertain which engenders restlessness, agitation, all up in other people's business of your mind. Why I'm concerned myself with somebody else's problem? Man, I don't hear that. I don't concern myself with that. That's how you take yourself out of other people's scenario. Why? Stop winning. I don't want to hear what they doing, ain't doing. To the best of your personal ability. Watch this. You watch your thoughts and stop listening to other people's nonsense to influence your thoughts in that wrong manner. That's where you stop that. You got to remember, you watch your thoughts, your words, your IRE, aka your action or deeds. Why? Because he is. That's why. That's why. And all these is internal. This is the internal eye. This is the eye that sees all. Not the damn it out here. All of you. Excuse me, I get excited. I'm about to wrap it up. I'm taking that home. Keep busy on what? Working on your own self. Worthwhile goals for yourself. Which what? Self-improvement. Gaining knowledge of self. Learning how to be your best self. Which will promote your success in life as well as gain harmony with in the physical world, in this world. But it starts inside first, and you seek the company of righteous individuals. And if possible, always be in the company of an authentic spiritual teacher, aka sage or saint, your choice. But again, it says sage or saint. This is known as what? Initiated. I'm a teacher. If you're around me, I'm teaching. I ain't shooting a ball, which I ain't got, I don't do that. Okay, but this is what I said. Right here. I do what I do. I'm the sage. This is known as the initiated way of education. I'm a teacher. And it is the most effective way to what? Promote spiritual knowledge and spiritual evolution. That's what it's all about. As you begin your practice daily in meditation, you should not put pressure on yourself to what? Achieve mastery in the results of what? In a certain period of time. If it don't work, I ain't got that, blah, blah, blah. This attitude will be just another mental thought that will what? That will block your progress. Why? Because it will cause what we tell you, avoid mental agitation, that negative thought. Already putting something down that you ain't did. You should hold the attitude what? That you will practice meditation indefinitely. Why? Because you know that somehow it will benefit you and hopefully lead you what? Further along the path of what? Attaining spiritual enlightenment. Know thyself. So let us begin with the concentration practice. That's going to be the next lesson titled concentration. But that's good for this lesson. Hope you get the concept. Get control of what's going on between your ears. Why? That's self-mastery, and that's knowing thyself and practicing it is helping you do just that. That's what I do for you. That's why I'm here. That's what I do. And in closing, right thinkers, may y'all let it be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers passed away. I'll be back.